This is the story of the man who decided for himself, who threw away the most powerful ecclesiastical position in Christendom, stepped over his brother's grave, and spent the next decade making Niccolò Machiavelli reconsider everything he thought he knew about power. So, to understand Cesare Borgia, you have to understand the Rome he was born into, and that Rome was not the Rome of saints and martyrs that the church's public image projected. It was a city of approximately 50,000 people, the administrative center of an institution that controlled the spiritual lives of every Catholic in Europe and the temporal governance of a substantial portion of central Italy. It was a city where the political currency was ecclesiastical appointment, where cardinalates were bought and sold with the same transparency that market stalls sold grain, where the line between the sacred and the secular had been so thoroughly eroded by generations of papal politics that it had effectively ceased to exist. Into this world, in 1475 or 1476, the sources disagree on the exact year, Cesare Borgia was born. His father was Rodrigo Borgia, a Spanish cardinal of the Valencian family that had already produced one pope and was clearly working toward producing another. His mother was Venanza de Catania, Rodrigo's Italian mistress, a woman of considerable intelligence and social standing who managed her relationship with one of the most powerful cardinals in Rome with the pragmatic skill that the situation required. Cesare was the second son. This was the central fact of his early life, not his brilliance, not his looks, not the family name that opened every door in Rome. The second son. Because in the dynastic logic of 15th century Italian politics, first sons inherited and second sons were managed. First sons received the secular titles, the military commands, the marriages to noble daughters of allied houses. Second sons were placed in the church, where a sufficiently connected family could accumulate benefices and positions that funded the first son's ambitions and provided the dynasty with ecclesiastical leverage to complement its secular power. Giovanni was the first son. Cesare was the second. Giovanni would be the Duke of Gandia. Cesare would be a cardinal. Rodrigo Borgia organized his children's futures with the same systematic efficiency he applied to everything else, and the arrangement was set before Cesare was old enough to have an opinion about it. He was educated at Perugia, one of the finest legal and humanist educations available in Italy, then at the University of Pisa, where he studied canon law. The sources that record his academic years are consistent on two things. He was exceptionally gifted intellectually, and he was completely uninterested in the vocation his education was preparing him for.